Hey everybody, it's Romania Black, and we're on volumes 21 and 22 of Kuroko's basketball. And yeah, I couldn't wait. I could not wait. No, not after we got in the middle of Shutoku versus Rakuzan, and then you decide to end it right there after the faded free throw from Adorma getting it from Teiko. Like, come on. I was so enjoying that game. We actually went through a lot in 2 volumes last week. We went through the rest of Yosen. We went through Heizaki's game with Kaijou. We started the Shutoku game. I was like, we went through quite a bit, which was pretty crazy. And I know, judging by the cover, we're going to finish Shutoku's game and we're going to get into Kaijou versus Seiren to gear up for the finals. So I don't know if we're going to get through Seiren and Kaijou in this volume set. If we do, that means we have 8 volumes left to cover. Well, 8 volumes to cover the Teiko flashback and Rakuzan. That feels like a lot. That feels like a lot of volumes to dedicate to just those 2 parts. But I've been told that there is more content for Teiko than there is in the anime, which is very intriguing to me. So I'm like, okay, all right. I've been told there's been stuff cut. So I'm like, okay. Which has me excited to see what they include, but I don't want any spoilers, nothing like that. But I am really excited to get into this volume, and I've been talking, there's been a lot of people start to pick up comments with the manga, which is really exciting, and we've been talking about all the moments, the artwork, the stuff that really works. I think Fujimaki's really hit their stride at this point because the character design, the movement, the coloring, the shading, it all looks really, really good. Like, they're in top form right now, which is really exciting because we're getting into season 3 content, which is wonderful. So yeah, I'm really excited. I've been enjoying reading the comments from everybody and interacting with them. We still have the rest of the manga, the light novels, and then the Last Game manga. I started trying to look up the Last Game manga, and I was really sad because there is not an official English translation available to purchase, which was very frustrating. I was like, really? Of all things, I can't purchase the Last Game manga, but I found it online. I'm probably going to ask Discord here soon just to kind of prep myself. I'm probably going to ask Discord if anybody has any reliable links that they can share that I can go ahead and pin to get to when I get there. Because I've heard it's 2 volumes, and sometimes the site I found had both volumes together. So I was like, okay, cool. But I don't know how that's going to look. So I'm probably going to ask Discord to prep for the Last Game manga when I get to it, right? So that's exciting. I'm ready for it, let me tell you, but I want to savor this manga. We've got 8 volumes left to go, and I want to savor them and enjoy 8 plus Last Game. So I'm excited. But yeah, so that's all I got. It's late tonight, but I was like, you know what? I wanted to go ahead and read it. I was kind of just maybe I'll wait a couple more days, and I was like, no, I want to find out. I want to see what it looks like. So that's where we are. But yes, so we are going to start Kuroko's basketball, volumes 21 and 22. And we're going to do that here in 3, 2, 1, and let's do this. See, look at this. I love Kasamatsu. Look at him. And you can see Azuki there. I love Kasamatsu. It's very dark, so that's interesting. And then Tadatoshi Fujimaki looks like Kuroko. I can't seem to remember the kanji for coach, no matter how many times I write it out. You'd think I would, given how often it shows up in dialogue. That's true. Nice. 2013. Wow. So, which is crazy because we just had the 10th anniversary. So it's been that's so weird to me that it's the 10 years post this. That's so crazy, right? Interesting. So yeah, True Light. Oh, wow. So volume 22 is the one with Kaijou on it. So I guess, yeah, maybe we'll. I love this volume cover, though, with Kagami. With Kagami in the shoes. And then there's Furihara next to Kuroko. Wow. I like the perspective there. That's really cool. And the bicep. And Kagami's side. Anime and I have been talking about side profiles. Fujimaki's not the best at drawing side profiles. I can't say anything because this looks pretty damn good. But I really like the side profile of Kagami there. It looks pretty nice. True Light. Ahaha, yes. And we still use the old character profiles. It's great. So we're getting close to the 200th chapter. That's going to be in volume 22. That's pretty cool. Chapters 181 to 198. present them. 71 to 57. Oof. Still a ways off, right? And we're in the fourth quarter. Ugh, yeah. Not going to be easy to catch up. No. And I like Tepe looks kind of interesting there. Akashi was as cool as ice earlier, but no. Now he's on Midorima. Now he's looking a little sweaty there. Oh my gosh, Midorima. Getting all emotional there with Akashi. Interesting. My orders are absolute. I was like, why? I'm not a big fan of Akashi's catchphrases, but whatever, what have you. Of course he got past. He's been doing that all game. The only shame would be in not getting up again. Oh, Midorima! Yes, sweetheart. Okay. I love that panel there of Midorima in the manga, but I gotta admit, it looks better in the anime. Seeing Midorima like get fiery and get up after Akashi in the anime was so freaking cool, and it looked so good. I mean, it looks great here, don't get me wrong, but the anime elevated it. The anime elevated it really hardcore, and I loved it. But Nabuya, Otsubo. And then yet the confidence. I love that Mabuchi is like the confidence in them. Like to know that trust. And look at Takau's little smirk down there at the bottom. He's like, you're the best. I love it. Oh, Takau's smile when Midorima hits that. Reading all the extra materials with Mid-Otako, it just cements the ship for me. I'm like, yes, please. Yes. Oh my God. Little by little. Keep going. Don't stop. 60 to 71. You got 4 minutes. That's plenty of time to catch up. And that pressure. Oh, what are you thinking? That's your own hoop. Oh, this is the moment. Yeah, because I want to go back to that. Yeah, they're full court press. Yep. Okay, and then Akashi making a statement with this. Ooh, they scored. And I love that it stops Rakuzan. And you can't see Akashi's eyes there. Oh. When did I say you guys could slack off? This game's far from over. And I like that as he's saying, did you relax when we took a big lead? So much that a few points from them have already made you ready to turn tail. And you don't see their faces like they're ashamed. Oh, wow. My decision to shrink the lead myself was the right one. Cool your heads. Should we lose, feel free to blame me because of the shot I made just now. I'll take responsibility and quit the team. To pay for my sin, I'll gouge my eyes out and present them to you. He looks insane there. Oh my God. And they're like, oh, that's crazy, Akashi. You don't have to go that far. Oh, only if we lose. If we win, it won't matter then. But don't worry, I have supreme confidence. I am trying to be nice. Okay, like that is, because he says, I have supreme confidence. As long as I have you guys, I won't lose. Like, why? But that just, yeah. And Takau's like, this is a sports to team sport. Who talks about gouging their eyes out over losing? But his teammates' reactions gave me chills. It's hard to believe this is the Akashi we're talking about. He might do it. He's every bit as dangerous as he's seen, but his tactic worked. The guys have their game faces on now. I don't like characters that, I don't know. I'm trying to be nice, but like, if you're, in the words of Alyssa Edwards, if you're going to be a bowdy bitch, be one, but don't be weak sauce. That's basically her quote. It's like making me think of this. I'm like, if Akashi's going to be a bowdy bitch villain, then be a villain. Like, go Hanamiya levels, go Haizaki levels. If you're going to be the villain, be the villain. But don't be all this like wishy-washy, like, oh, I'm really scary, but no, I really love you guys. Like that I'm like, no. And if you're going to be the vulnerable, misunderstood character, be the vulnerable, misunderstood character, mangaka, and give us more on him to make us understand why he's like this at this point. But this one here, along with the scissors and the stuff with Hanagawa or whatever Kuroko's friend's name is, Ogawara, this is probably like in my top 5 least favorite Akashi moments, in that I'm just like, be a bowdy bitch, or don't. But quit trying to be both. You can't be this villain monologue and be insane and then turn around and be like, but I believe you guys and have faith that that won't happen. I'm like, that's some gaslighting shit. Don't be doing that. No. I don't know. I'm hoping the Teiko arc will give me more of an appreciation of Akashi, because this is starting to feel like deja vu, and I'm holding hope that maybe it won't be the case, right? Maybe it won't be the case. And then, yeah, getting the team riled up. You won't even touch the ball again. Like, here's the thing. He goes from being, like, really rowdy to, like, being sincere, and now he's being arrogant again. I'm like, make up your mind. Which I guess you could argue, you'd be like, Akashi's being a three-dimensional character, but I'm just like, yeah, sure, but you don't need to have all the emotions. Oh my gosh. Okay. But now, see, the bloopers, he said, when did you guys say I could slack off? And he says, don't scare us like that. There are lots of bloopers involving Akashi's uncool near failures. Oh, okay. See, like, the bloopers try to make him funny, but then in the manga, he's just, like, trying to be scary, and it's weird. And so he's like, see, and then he goes back to being like, and this should have probably been a clue that Akashi is really, really fragile. This should have been a clue that he was really fragile, that the moment they start to, like, maybe there be pressure to losing, he starts to falter and get kind of freaked out, and he's like, we won't have that, and, like, starts to go into hyper control mode to overcompensate. That should have probably been a sign, but I was like, well, he was acting crazy even with the scissors before the game even started, so this is just par for the course. But still, like, get it together. You know, yep, changing fate is a simple matter. I'm like, he's so fragile, and once you know how insecure he is, it just makes this very difficult to look at, because it's just like, dude, like, this is the real world in this series. There are therapists. They do exist. You could go see one. You should go see one. They all of the Generation Miracles should, but yeah, like, what the fudge? I've never seen Shutoku so cautious. Yeah, they're just worried about Akashi. Takau's getting double teamed. Are we surprised? And it's Mabuchi and Hayama. Are we surprised? Oh, don't underestimate me. I wouldn't be much of a genius like Shin-chan if this was enough to stop me. I wouldn't be used to a genius like Shin-chan. Oh, I really love, you know what I'm proud of? The mangaka's come such a long way in drawing Takao. Back in volume 1 and volume 2, I was really worried. I was like, oh, Takao looks interesting. And now look at him. He looks so dynamic. I feel like the mangaka had said earlier they didn't imagine Takao would be as popular as he was. And then he was like, well, crap, I need to draw him more. But it's paid off. He looks so good here. Yes. And then the shooting, and then he passes it to him, and oh my God! Oh! I said, I'm absolute. Oh my God, that's terrifying. That is terrifying. That's a really good, well-drawn panel, but that is terrifying. Oh my God. Yep. Wow. That's steel. And then he goes into the explanation about how he uses his magical superpowers to stop to stop the ball and make it not work anymore. Yep. He was laying this groundwork, foresee and plan for the future when the opponent is none the wiser. Yeah. Which is just like, you know, and then it just makes it kind of weird, because in this moment, Akashi's like, you've all been dancing in the palm of my hands from the start, but yet he freaked out 5 minutes ago when his team was starting to panic. I'm like, well, if you were predicting the future, you should have been able to tell that this was going to freak your team out, right? I'm giving him a hard time, but he's not consistent in this game. And I feel like he's just not consistent in how he acts. And I don't know. Maybe I just don't like him. But I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. I really am. Oh, that shot of Mabuchi's really good. Look at how good he looks. I don't do well with noise. Could you mind keeping it down? Oh my God. Everybody's like, yeah. Oh, that's really, see, look, See, like, you have Akashi trying to be all commanding and stuff, and then Mabuchi's like, hey guys, can you just be a little bit quieter, please, while I shoot my 3? Like, I love Mabuchi. He's drawn so well there. Oh man, Takao, not on my watch, or not on my watch. Oh. And then he's like, I'm a greedy boy. Oh my gosh, Mabuchi looks so good. I love them. They look so good there. Look at how beautiful they are. I love Mabuchi. I love Big Sis. Yes. Oh my gosh. Big Sis Rio. Yeah. Like I told you, it's not like I can whip that out anytime. It's interesting that you have Nabuya saying nice man, and then Hayama says big sis. So it's like, what do we go with? Is Nabuya just not going along, or what do we do? And then it's over Shintaro. Oh yeah, I remember in the anime reaction, I got really mad at this part, and everybody was like, it's not that bad. I'm gonna try looking at it from an objective standpoint, where he says it's over Shintaro. Yeah. Oh, look at Midoriya's face. Oh. Akashi. Oh, it's not enough. Allow me once more to voice my respect for you and Shutoku High. Not one of you lost the will to fight to the bitter end. I do feel better about it in the manga there. It's not as condescending as it's framed in the anime, but that dumbass line, you may now rest battle-weary kings. I don't care if he's acknowledging that they're kings or whatever. It just oozes condescension. Like, you could have just said, you could have dropped it like where he says, you could have said, allow me once more to voice my respect for you, Shintaro. You and Shutoku High, not one of you lost the will to fight to the bitter end. However, it's not enough. Could have just ended it. Could have ended it there. Done. Makes sense. Respect. Mic drop. Boom. Done. But then the, like, you may now rest battle-weary kings is just like, it's so Shakespearean. It's like a Shakespearean villain would say that. You didn't have to go the extra mile. Weird. All right. Question. You know those porn magazines and videos that show up now and again? Who do they belong to? Oh, the ones that Rico been getting on to them about. Honestly, all of the boys are guilty of owning some. Well, all of them, huh? Interesting. I think the mangaka just doesn't want to single anybody out. I think the mangaka chose a safe answer because they didn't want anybody to seem like a pervert. So they said, all of them. That's a cop-out answer. Oda would have. Oh, I love watching the Q&As in One Piece, and Oda gives like very specific responses. I feel like Oda would have named one person in particular, right? It's Fukuda. I chose the one I memorized the least, right? Oh, Miyagi. Oh, Miyagi and Takao's face. No, they look so sad. 86 to 70. So sad. And Midorima looks more zen, like Otsuba, but poor Miyagi and Takao, they look so sad. Yep. Oh. And then, oh yeah, Mayuzumi! What's so fun is Mayuzumi was there the entire time, and you just never saw him. He just didn't have a presence. But as he shouldn't have, right? Because that's the point. I wonder if anybody reading the manga noticed him and was like, oh, we didn't notice him the whole game. Because you're not supposed to. Yay! Okay. They don't look like they just won. Well, they got told their captain was about to gouge his eyes out. The Emperor's fate. Losing isn't allowed. Uh-huh. Oh, and then Shintaro. And this was like such a monumental moment for Midorima. This was such a monumental moment because he was always scoffing and being like, yeah, I guess we'll fight you again. And was just not having a moment. But here he actually held out his hand and actually was like, hey, next time we'll win. And he's like, I can't accept your handshake. If you truly seek victory, that heart of yours is only a hindrance. Winning is everything. So I have to look at you and your comrades as enemies. And he just looks like a zombie there. And he's like, yeah, you haven't changed a bit. Next time we'll win naturally. And see, that always gets me too. Because then that line stuck with me too. Because then when Akashi has his big breakdown and he's like, actually loses. And then suddenly he's totally fine with it. But I'm like, what? I'm just like, it's so, like, he just acts like, oh yeah, shake hands all we want. We'll shake hands with everybody. We'll beat you next time. And I was like, you just wouldn't shake hands with Midorima like 2 days ago. Like, it wasn't that long ago. 2 days ago, you wouldn't shake hands with Midorima, but as soon as you're beaten by Kuroko, you are right as rain. No therapy needed. I'm like, what? That's why I wanted there to be, like, I don't know, a bigger reaction when he lost, but maybe there is in the manga. We don't know. I'm getting worked up already. But yeah, that moment was too, probably my top 5 least favorite Akashi moments, where I was like, you really can't shake his hand? Really? And Midorima's like, I'm not gonna be heartless, so just wait till you get beat by Kuroko. You'll be in the same boat too, am I right? This is probably not good. I've been doing real well. Oh, man. Oh, no, now you're not going to show us. Oh, grieving back there, Shin-chan. I'm kind of out of pep talks at the moment. Oh, Takao, honey. I'm feeling it, too. It hurts losing. Oh, yeah. And like before, he was out in the rain hiding his tears when they lost to Seiren, and here he's just openly crying next to Takao. Oh, man. I wanted him to like put his hand on Takao's shoulder or something. Oh, so sad. A 16-point difference. Yep. Okay. Something felt off. It didn't look like they were holding back. Yeah, it's not their full potential. We know that. Yeah. Of course it wasn't his full strength. We know that. I like that Murasaki Bara notices something's up. He's like, what's wrong, Murochin? And he's like, nothing at all. A bottomless pool of strength. Supposedly. And then without delay, it's Kaijou versus Seiren. Tepe almost looks like he has a beard in that picture, which is fun. Okay. Both teams aren't that exciting. Who's this bitch? Who is this? Who is this in the audience saying both teams aren't that exciting? You take that back, sir. Get out of here. Excuse me? Well, then give me your ticket. I heard once Kaijou lost to Seiren in a scrimmage or something. For real? Well, how would you know if they're not that exciting? They promise each other a rematch. It seems kind of like destiny. They all look so subdued. Yeah, because they're thinking about Rakuzan, like the fact that the finals are after this. Look at what Kasamatsu being like, Kise, I want to send a little message to Seiren. That felt like a very Inarizaki moment where he's like, you want to say hello? Like, love it. And then, yeah, from the free throw line. Kagami's, yeah, a declaration of war. Oh, look at him! Kise looking so fine. Look at this. Jumps as high as Kagami. Well, I mean, he's copying him. Don't just stand there like a big dummy. Respond. Show him how it's really done. Oh, and then Kuroko, of course. And he has on, I love they do the close-up of the shoes that Almine gave him. Love it. Okay, are they really high school kids? Yeah, someone was noting in the comments, they're like, does this mean, I forget who it was, they were noting in the comments that Kagami and Himuro were dunking like back when they were training with Alex, and they were like, so they were dunking at age 12? I was like, right? Like, what is this? Captain, I've been holding back, but I can't anymore. I'm excited. Oh my gosh, yes, you idiot, me too. I love the mangaka make Kuroko look as bland as possible when he's like, I'm excited. That's absolutely hilarious. Yes, let's do this. Oh, I love Hayakawa's like blowing out his nose. That's so funny. That's so cute. Oh, they look so good. And you can see Kogane in the background there. Yes. I love it. I love that Kise and Kagami are front and center. Very cute. Very cute. Okay. All right. The starting lineup for the game tomorrow. Oh, it's back at Teiko. Yes. All right. And our fifth man's going to be Kise. I love Murasaki Bara's like yawning, right? Okay, no changes to the bench. And Kise finally being a starter. Oh, being so... It's really cute to see them all excited. Like Aomine in the background smiling at him. And Kise being so thrilled. Kuroko looks a little subdued, though. That's interesting. All right, to a good game. I love Kasamatsu's face when Hyuga shakes it. He's like, yes, a manly handshake. I wouldn't have it any other way. Oh, Kasamatsu has always had a very distinct look about him. A very distinct look. Like there's something kind of boyish about his face. It's kind of Luffy-ish. And he has like little porcupine hair. It's really cute, but he looks really good there. That's a good drawing of him. Like I like the angle. It's like slightly down. Like he's a little bit shorter than Hyuga. Time to exercise because I'm in good spirits. Oh my god! I love Teppei's like, Hazuki, that was unnecessary. Koga, I'm substituting you in. Nice. Let's have fun with this. I love that Teppei gives Hazuki a hard time for his puns, but he has literally a catchphrase that he says in every game. And it's like, come on. And then, yes. I love that he's the one guy on Kaijou's team is getting ready to face Teppei. All right. I love how Hayakawa has like his nose stuck up. It's cute. And then Moriyama... I can't even think about girls. It sucks. I've been looking forward to this for such a long time. Nice. And of course, Kuroko has the wristband. Just going to keep bringing that into focus so that you don't forget it. And then Kise. I love the battle cry with Hayakawa. It's great. And then I like that Moriyama's trying to like imitate Kise and being a model. And then Kasamatsu's like, I can't. Kasamatsu's so gruff. He's so gruff. He's a good balance to Kise's like beauty. Right? It's great. The elite, the blue elites. Here's to a good game. Yeah. See? And Kagami-chi. All right. And Kagami's like, wait, what's happening? I genuinely love basketball. I love it. It's like, let's do it. He's like, do you feel the same way, Kuroko? Do you love basketball and have a fiery passion? He's like, well, yes, but I don't like you, Kise-kun. Oh, I've never understood. I was always like, oh, because he's seen him as his rival. I mean that in a good way. Because they've been like, they were mentors, like Big Bird, Little Birds together. At the college I went to, I was on a competitive speech team. And when I transferred there, we had what we called Big Bird, Little Birds. And like your Big Bird was an upperclassman that was kind of a mentor to you. And so I always feel like with the Generation Miracles, they're all birds at Teiko. So like Big Bird, Little Bird. Oh, I never wanted to lose to you. And we're rivals. Which is such the weirdest rivalry of Kise and Kuroko, right? Such a weird rivalry. You wouldn't think that, just looking at the roster, you wouldn't think of those two being the rivals. You wouldn't think that Kuroko picked Kise to be his rival out of everybody, right? I would think it would have been Aomine, but it's different. And then here we go, starting. Yeah! I'm loving all of the double spreads. Early bird gets the worm, speaking of birds. And we'll just go right into the Vanishing Drive and do it. Phantom should just go right into it. Just get it started. But, yeah, no. Oh, no. He's like, I'm just going to start out with my perfect copy. I'm going to just do it. Which, okay, if he did a perfect copy of Kuroko, does that confirm Kuroko's Generation of Miracles? I feel like it does. I feel like it does. Oh, this jerk. Who said I've mellowed out? Oh, my God. Oh, I love it. I love the facial expressions. They're so good. Question. Please tell us the academic rankings of the Miracle Generation members. Something like this. Akashi first. Midorima. Oh, Murasaki Bara. Murasaki Bara is smarter than Momoe? What? Oh, wait. That one audio drama. He doesn't have to study. It all comes to him. Like, he doesn't even have to study. Then Kuroko, Kise... Oh, and Kise is equal to Aomine. So Kise and Aomine are at the bottom. Interesting. But yeah, Murasaki Bara does really well because he doesn't have to study. He's like a great memory. Interesting. All right, right from the start. Oh, look at him! Look at him! I can't help but smile. And his eyes, like, they kind of get like, the way the mangaka's drawn his eyes, they're not like Akashi's, but they're not like, they don't have the stuff coming off of them. But they're different. I'm like, are you a Naruto character? Is this your Sharingan? What is this? And Kagami's like, good. I always love that Kagami wants a challenge, but in a good way. I feel like Aomine can get like maybe not toxic with it, but he's not when he's not satisfied, when he isn't challenged, Almine wants somebody to be equal to him, and Kagami thrives on someone making him better. There's a little difference there. It's subtle, but it's a little difference, right? Okay, and then our back and forth with Kise. Midorima's high range shot. I love the idea that his eyes are kind of like Akashi's, though. It's interesting. And then he's imitating Almine, like doing the combo moves. I remember this was so hard. And then his instincts. Wild instincts. Oh my gosh. And then Akashi's Emperor Eye. Interesting. I wonder what Akashi, have we seen his reaction to that? No? The double spreads are so good on this. He sunk it. The perfect copy is invincible. I mean, if I'm remembering correctly, his stamina and his leg injury is what keeps him, doesn't keep him going. And Hyuga's like, it doesn't change a thing for us. Yes, I love that Hyuga's like, we're not going to let this stop us just because you have an amazing ability, and giving it to Kuroko. Oh, but him imitating Murasaki Bara. I love Mura's just there like, Oh, man. I know the path it's taking so I can block it. Oh, they were stymied. Yep. The phantom shot is beaten. Oh, and then I did love this part where he's like, Kise-kun is really amazing. I'm at a complete loss. It's so overwhelming. I can't help but smile. It's very much Kuroko becoming Shilian in the moment from Heaven Official's blessing and saying, I don't know whether I should laugh or cry. It's that moment. Like, I can't help but smile. What other option do I have? And then you're up. Oh, nice. That's really good. I like that. Although Kise's arm looks a little bit short there, but that's okay. I like it. Oh, man. Seeing the imitation of him imitating, like, Almine and all the others, and just having that all in his arsenal. And, you know, since Haizaki got knocked out by Almine, he's gained the other moves back. I like to imagine that's how it worked. It's like, well, how long do the stolen moves take effect? And it's like, oh, only until he, like, comes back. Only until he's knocked unconscious or goes to sleep. There's like a 24-hour wait period. Kise dominating. Yeah, in 3 minutes. We've got at least 2 minutes left. And then, oh, is this when they find out the perfect copy is more than 5 minutes? Right? Yeah, I think that's when they find it out. Yeah, I better take a break. Oh, wow, so his eyes turned back. Interesting. I like that that's how they show it to us. I like the Murasaki Bara. Looky here, taken down so soon. Oh, and Himuro was like, each game has its flow, Murasaki Bara. God, I love them together. They're so good. They're so good. Okay. And then we're back to the regular game. I don't remember as much about this game as I probably should, which is saying something because it was the second to last game. Well, I mean, there was the game from the last game, so I guess it's the third to last game. But it's the one, oddly enough, this is the game I remember the least of out of all of them. I don't know why. I think, don't get me wrong, I love Kise to pieces, but his ability, since he can copy everybody, it makes it difficult sometimes to make things stand out. Does that make sense? Like in the Shutoku versus Rakuzan game, there were moves like with Takao and Midorima that I remember. There were moves like Akashi with the I am absolute, and at the very end about the rest well kings line. And there's been different moves from each game that kind of stand out and make you remember them. But when Kise can imitate them all, it makes it hard to remember and make it stand out. I guess if that makes sense. That was too soon. They've gotten restless. Yep, all their efforts are going out nowhere. And so then Furihara-kun! Yay! Oh, look! I thought he was Kogane half the time. Glad they make it in big, bold letters so you know who he is. So you can't confuse him. There we go. Oh, keep calm. The day's finally come. Oh no! Oh no, Furihara! Good luck, your man's number 4. Oh no! Put him next to Kasumatsu. He's like, are you some newbie first year? Oh my gosh, are we gonna be okay? And then Teppei's like, oh yeah, he's gonna calm us down because we're too worried about him. Oh my gosh, keep it cool. Pull yourself together, Furihara. And then Kuroko could tap the ball. Yes. Could you please slow things down? He's still quite nervous. Oh my gosh, Kuroko! Yes! Can you slow down for our friend? It's his first game. Oh, in your first game, I tripped and bloodied my nose. Yes! And hopefully we'll get to see that in the manga, too. There's some things only a scaredy cat can do. Oh, are we gonna get to see the cat version of him? Please let's see the cat version of him, like without Mine and Kagami. I need to see it. Oh, question. Akashi didn't appear in the data book's Miracle Generation Secret section. Can you give us his answers? Question. How do you spend your days off? I tend to ride horses a lot. Question. What got you into basketball? What appealed to me was how the sport requires both intelligence and technique. Question. Who in the Miracle Generation are you closest to? Shintaro, perhaps. We spent a lot of time together running the club, because he was the vice captain. Question. For that matter, who in the Generation of Miracles do you dislike the most? None of them in particular. If forced to say, Daiki. I often wound up clashing with his wild side. Yeah, of all the Generation of Miracles, whenever we do the flashbacks, Almine is always the most distant to him, because their personalities are just way too off. Question. What's your favorite memory from middle school? Nothing specific, but just spending time with the basketball team. Question. Who are you closest to in your current team? I wouldn't necessarily say closest, but I've had plenty of occasions to talk with Rio. Ah, yeah, big sis, Muribachi. Mabuchi. Question. What's your type? I prefer refined, classy women. Well, Mabuchi fits the bill, so okay. Question. What do you enjoy most besides basketball? I relax by playing shogi. It's fun whether I have an opponent or not. Question, what are you bad at? Nothing, really. Question, what is basketball to you? A way to improve myself. Was this question and answer the one that was in the extra, like the special after season 2? Was that the one? I don't feel like all the answers were in that special, but it was the one where Akashi was like sitting with his legs crossed and there was like a picture of a horse and he was talking about horseback riding. I feel like these answers were in that special. But not all of them because we hadn't met Mabuchi yet, right? Interesting. See, on paper, when he's giving these answers, he sounds perfectly normal. It's just in these chapters that I'm like, what's wrong? Chapter 187, you've got teammates. Okay. And then I like that you have Izuki sitting there like, I don't know what the coach is doing this for. I'm not there yet. Like trying to figure out why she put him in. Oh, you and me, Kise. All right. And Kagami, stop. And he made him slow down. Calm down. And he passed to Kuroko like it was just the most natural thing. Like, bloop. He's like, you're not coming at me? He's like, no, we're taking it back for now. And I love the coach's eyes narrowing like, oh my God, this is her strategy. I love it. Yes. Seiren's whole move has completely changed. This was a tactic to slow things down because they have to for Furiata. Yep, that's it. Nervous is another way of saying he's extra careful. Aw. You've got teammates. Just rely on them and don't hold them back. Oh, I love that when he like shoots the ball and makes the shot against Rakuzan. That's going to be so good. That's going to be so good. Yes. Oh, yeah, and he got his points there. Oh. Yay. An act, huh? Nah. Okay. He's like, I'll do what I can out there. Oh, nice. I love these, like, doing so much. Look at him. Bless his heart. Okay. And it bounced off. And then, yes, Teppei came in and got it. You got over your nerves. Oh. Oh, and then giving it to Hyuga. Oh. Yep, he's a far cry from orthodox point guard like Izuki. He patches up mistakes and avoids danger. Basically, he's good at coming to his teammates' aid. And then we get this scene. Oh, this scene where they talk about quitting. Yes. Yep. Oh, and that's when Kuroko and them come out from making out behind the school. Oh, no. I love that everybody's like, oh, my God, you're going to quit? And I love, like, the faces of Kuroko and Kagami in the top corner. Oh, my gosh. No matter how hard I try. Oh, it's so sad. Like, Kagami looking so down, like, I'm sorry that I'm in a different league than you all. And then Furihata says that he makes me believe there must be something I can do, too. I know I'd regret quitting. Oh, and then Kuroko and Kagami hear that as well. I always loved that moment. That flashback was really, really good. It made me like Furihara's character even more. He's kind of the polar opposite of there's a second year in Haikyuu that he quits, and there's like a bunch of guys that quits, and he's one of them. And then he manages to like convince himself to come back to the team. And Furihara is kind of like the anti that. Like he pep talks the other guys into not quitting. Interesting. And then, oh, wow, that shot of Kuroko up there, that angle, that looks really good of him passing. And then, oh my gosh, oh, and then Furihara gets the layup. Yay! I like him grabbing the pass, being like, oh my God, that's so cute. Oh, and him doing the high fives with Kuroko and Kagami. And Kuroko's little smile, that's so cute. Yes. Oh, nice. I like that one of Izuki with the falcon overhead, the bird of fate. And the black shirt. Nice. Okay. All right. And then, yep, time to take him back out. We've reached the limit of our Furihara-kun play. It worked. We got back on track. Yay. And then, I like Izuki. I'm going back for seconds. Okay. Seiren still has their biggest weakness. Okay. Oh my gosh. I love Kasamatsu just like bopping Kise over the head. It never gets old. Aw, I love his little like turtle smile where he's like, thanks, I did really good for my first time out in the game. For his first time on the court to be the semifinals is insane. And then Kogane's is going to be during the final. What? Just absolutely. Kogane's the one that has the house cat behind him. Yes. We won't get that till we get to Hayama. That's what it is. Yeah, Aomine's the jaguar, Kagami's the tiger, Hayama's the cheetah or the leopard, and then Kogane. Yep, so we gotta wait. Never mind. I'm counting my chickens before they can hatch, right? And then Kyoshi. A total mismatch, maybe? Kaijou's plan is more straightforward. They're going to isolate one-on-one. I always liked Kasamatsu versus Izuki because I feel like they're definitely on equal playing fields. I feel like they're very similar characters, like strength-wise, which I always thought was interesting. And they see Izuki as their biggest weakness. That's right. I was like, what was their biggest weakness? That always was like, I don't know. It always amazed me because I never thought of Izuki as the weakest link. I never really thought of Seiren having a weakest link, honestly. And so that always surprised me when in the anime and this, when they bring up Izuki as that, because he's the most like plain, right? But he's been playing the longest. And him using that to make him competitive. Nice. I'm going to keep going as long as it takes. And the Eagle Spear! Yes! Yay! Look at him. Sorry, I'm such a slow poke. Shut up, Izuki. Oh my God! At least the manga, when they translate some of the puns into English, they make them work here. I feel like in the manga, you can make it work better because there's no lip movements to match. In the anime, you've got lip movements to worry about, so it's a totally different thing. You've got to translate a certain way, and then it doesn't always work. Question, please let Akashi grow out his bangs. Don't ask the impossible. Oh my God. So I guess Akashi is not going to grow out his bangs. Oh, look at this. Chapter 189, True Light. And it's all like the shadows and it's Copic marker, but it does kind of look like graphite. Interesting. Or charcoal. Nice. When someone's I love that Kagetori's like, listen up, you morons. I love these like getting all their attention. In the anime, I think his nickname was Cutie for Izuki. I think that was it. Should we just have faith in him? Okay. She's like, sure. I guess you have faith in my dad. Why not? All right, there's more to just being a pun master. I like the Cosmos like, wait, puns? What? When was this a thing? What's been going on? All right. Oh, nice. He's not a one-trick pony. His talents are for real. I'm like, if they heard you say that, Izuki would have made a pun out of it for sure. And then Kise. Oh, and then there's Kuroko right there. Dang it. But he smacked it. Okay. Yep, and got back in transition. Okay, go for it. Oh no, he smacked it out way. Oof. You're going down this time. I'll stop you. I love it. Okay, and Kuroko looking back between the two of them. Ooh, I like the showdown. I like it from the top, the lights from above. It'll be decided in instant. Oh, yay! We're getting to the prophecies! Amine's prophecy! Yes, yes! Do you believe in destiny? They're like literally on a date, and Momoi's like, wait, what? What? I don't have a fever, idiot. I know it ain't like me to ask. Oh, shut up! I've just been thinking lately, is it coincidence the whole generation of miracles, including Tetsu, came together again? It feels like it, being on the same team once and then facing off as enemies, meeting up at this journey. I love that Almine's like questioning destiny and fate. Kagami showing up has got to be part of that too. I mean, it is very coincidental. It is, if it wasn't planned, it is very coincidental. I kept thinking they were going to do some like crazy thing in this series where Akashi was going to be like, I planned for Kagami to come to this school. I was going to be like, really? But they never did. He's cut from the same cloth as us, but he was never part of our little gang. He's got the same gifts, but he was the last one to awaken. A non-miracle miracle. I like it as a black like tank top. And since he met up with that shadow of destiny, a true light. Oh, look at how they draw them. Yes. Jerk. Oh, I love this double spread. This one's really good. Look at Almine getting in all this. Oh, wow. Okay. Now we're on volume 22. That just came out of nowhere. I love that, like, Momoi is looking there for, like, hidden cameras, thinking they got punked. Like, so cute. Tadatoshi Fujimaki. When I'm not 100% focused and I'm honest with myself, things I can't write or draw are things that I can't write or draw are ultimate play names, boobs, and poetic sounding dialogue. Oh my god. What? Chapter 190, all we've got. The first time we met. Wow! I love that they included, oh my god, look at this. They included the actual panels from the first volume. Look how different they look. They look so different. Oh my gosh, that just hit me. Wow, that is incredible. Wow, this guy measures up to the Generation of Miracles standards. On a totally different path than us. He's a guy I don't want to lose to. Okay. All right. And of course, whenever Kise starts monologuing about this, you have to be like, okay, what's going to happen? What's going to happen to him? And then, yeah, Kagami knocks it out. Nice, Kagami. I'm like, it's his leg. Is that what Riko notices? I'm trying to remember. That he's dribbling it past. And he got past him again. Oh. And the coach notices, and is Kagami noticing? Yep, you're out, Kise. Oh, he's the one guy I don't want to lose to. Oh, but why me? Kise, the coach gave you an order. Oh. He's like, it's your foot, right? And of course, it's Heizaki's fault. Oh, well, no way we should lose just because. Yeah, the second you let it get this bad, it was your loss. You overworked yourself during practice because you wanted to win so bad. It's just as hard for me to accept this since it was Heizaki who messed you up, but no excuses. This is just part of the game. It has nothing to do with winning or losing. Oh. Because you know what? Like, the question is, if it had been Teiko, and Kise was in the same position he is now, would they have let him play until they won? Would they have let him play? But I don't think they would have, because they would be like, oh, we have strong enough players, we can cover you, right? And maybe that's the big difference, right? I could see Akashi or somebody being like, well, if you were on a stronger team, then this wouldn't make a difference. But yeah, but I love that Cosmos is like, we're still going to win, so just sit down. Shut up. Yep, this is our chance. Let's give it all we've got. Yeah, if we don't act now, that'd just be arrogant. Yeah, it's, pouncing on them right when Kise gets taken out. It's ruthless. He's like, oh no, we don't have that luxury. We can't go easy on him, thinking that they're going to be any less strong without Kise. He does look really sad on the benchers there. like they brought in Shinya Nakamura. Yep, the second-year shooting guard with the glasses. He kind of has a Midorima vibe to him. It's really cute. He's like if Midorima and Mayuzumi had a baby. It's really cute. All right. And he's good known for his deep. Yeah, he's from nationals in middle school, so he's no slouch, right? But the phantom shot. How that shot of his disappears. Oh, but Kise's watching, and Kasamatsu thinks he knows. Interesting. Oh, that's a nice one of Kasamatsu there. That looks good. Who's that supposed to be walking the other direction? Plain as day. We're going to break one of his moves. I love that Kasamatsu's like, we're going to do this for Kise. We're going to do this for Kise. Since he can't be on the court, we're going to break Kuroko's moves for him. Okay. And then they go into detail about how the move works, right? Going for the phantom shot and everything. There's no way he blocks it. Never say no way in this manga. It doesn't work. And then he stepped back. Yep. Okay, so they actually go into like the physics of it. So it's not the arch. The secret is how it vanishes. Ordinary, you snap the ball from overhead and their focus is shifted upwards. But he keeps his focus low. Oh, wow. The graph makes it a lot easier to understand. So he shoots it before you can even see it. Wow. Well, that's all actually something you can do if you get it timed right. Wow. You just have to be quick enough on the defense. It's as plain as day. Man, yeah. Wow. Okay. Figured it out. Oh, yeah. And that line when they said the shot that broke through the shield of Aegis has been blocked, I was like, man, that's so harsh. You guys just brought that back from Yosin's game. You know what? Thinking about this, Seiren is not going to do much next year. Half the teams are used to his misdirection. Half the teams you can't use misdirection overflow on. The other half of the teams have figured out all his moves. I'm like, and he doesn't have Kagami anymore. I'm like, Kuroko, just pack your bags and move to America. At this point, because I don't know, without Teppei and Kagami, I don't know, man. I don't know how they're going to do it. Oh, and Matobe coming in for Kuroko. Oh, he says, I'm sorry. I love Hayakawa and them are so cheering on Kasamatsu for figuring it out. He was like, I was blocked just before you switched me out. I'm sorry for stopping our momentum. Oh! He's like, I'm shocked. I remember feeling this way when Almine blocked my shot, but it'll be fine because we haven't lost just yet. I forgot. I'm glad that Kuroko's not so shaken by this, right? And then, yes, that's where we saw, oh, yes! I was like, we didn't get to see it in the manga panel. It just shows him walking past him, but there's no words. And here he says, Kuroko, leave it to me. We have an ace that we can count on. Yes! Love it. Okay. I don't feel like losing. Ah! Yes! Love it. Love. Question. Is Kyoshi-senpai actually smart? What level of academic tests has he passed? Levels 1 to 5. Cop-out answer! Give us more. Fujimaki, quit giving us cop-out answers. What is this? His incredible growth. He just improves steadily. Yeah, the first time we met, how far can he go? It's a little scary. Uh-huh. Got anything else to say? Oh, I like that shot of Kagami. That one looks pretty good, too. Gotta work on them side profiles. Gotta practice, right? Okay. And then, wait. Now, Kise comes back in for the perfect copy. He has like 2 minutes left, right? Is that right? And he comes back in so he can use it because Seiren starts catching back up. Yeah, it's 44 to 44. Back to square one. And there's 10 minutes left. We got 10 minutes. Okay, no, it's halftime. And it's 44 to 44. And Kise is upset. I got nothing. I like that Rico's like, I got nothing. Just keep doing what you're doing. Like, there's nothing else I can say. Uh-huh. Oh, the shoes I got from that jerk are holding up nice. Oh, my gosh. And then Kuroko's like, I'm not sure what to do. Kuroko's like having an existential crisis. While Kagami's like, these shoes are okay. Meanwhile, Kise is like begging to be put back in. The final 2 minutes are fine, but you're not playing until then. And then, Moriyama said, I want you to play. He almost said that. And then Kasamatsu's like, I get why you want to come back in. I understand. It's not that... I feel like it's not that Kise doesn't trust his teammates, but he feels like he will let down his team if he doesn't come back in and help them. Right? Oh, his face when he's benched there. It's so sad. He's like, it's a no-go. Cram it. Your senior's giving you an order, and a first year better not be giving me lip. Oh, he really takes the sports team hierarchy seriously. Oh, that's so cute. Yep. Oh, and then we have him first arriving. Oh, well, thanks for having me here. I'm Ryota Kise, the first year. My hobbies are basketball and I'm great at karaoke. Or maybe I got those backwards. I'm from Teiko Middle School and I can play any position. I got a modeling career going on too, so I might not make every practice. Hope that's okay. And then Kasamatsu's like, I don't care about your modeling career. Oh my god, and his kicking, yes. You're still a first year. And then this thing, yeah. Do you think you're better because you were born a year earlier? When it comes to basketball, I've got you beat. I love Kise stands next to Kasamatsu to point out the height difference between them, which is wonderful. You think you're better? Sure. This is about Kaijou basketball. It's not about when you're born, but the second and third years have been working their butts off. Show some respect. I don't give a crap if you're a miracle either. You're Kaijou Ryota Kise. You're Kaijou's Ryota Kise, a first year. And I'm Yukio Katsumatsu, your third year captain. You got anything else to say? I feel like Kasamatsu is the captain that the Generation of Miracles really needed to just like whip him into shape. But who am I to judge? Who am I to know? I think he's perfect for Kise because Kise came from Teiko where they were all like, they were wild. Like Teiko was just a wild, hot mess. And everybody was just doing their own thing. And as long as they won, it was fine. And Kasamatsu was like, oh, we don't play that way here. So no. And I feel like Miyagi was kind of the same with Midorima. Did the same thing, right? And Imayoshi as well. Like the captains all had to be like, all right, we're getting problem children. Let's crack our knuckles and get to work. And Kasamatsu, he's just so good. I have so much respect for him. I love it. Kaijou's Kise. Kasamatsu's Kise also sounds really good. I'm just saying. Just saying. And then, yep. Rico knows. She's like, if he comes back in, we're in trouble. It's a good one. That looks like almost like a haiku spread, that one of Kuroko there. All right. And he's like, come on, bring me back in. Yep. He's like, you still gotta hang on for 3 more minutes. I love that everything's like, it's getting down to the wire. And they're like, all right, they're controlling the flow, but what do we do? And it's just like a big back and forth. And then what? Even the bench warmers are skilled. Then there's their ghost. The Phantom Sixth Man is on deck. I like that Himuro and Murasaki Bara, mainly Himuro, are the commentators for this game. Murasaki Bara is just kind of there. I like that in the manga he's not eating snacks the entire time. In the anime he's just sitting there eating snacks. I guess because visually, animation-wise, the gag is better. But in the manga, he's just there. So I guess it didn't take as much encouragement. We can still score. Go hard until the bitter end. Yes. Okay. I love it. I should be more grateful to Seiren. Okay. And then when they actually beat him in the practice game, it made him step up their game, right? Kaijou came together as a team with Kise as its core. So yeah, it's like we should thank Seiren because otherwise we went in there thinking that we were invincible just because we had Kise, but they showed us we needed to like make sure we were on our game at all times. So we want to beat Seiren. And it's like you know that Seiren's going to win, but this game does make you question, like, once Kise comes back in, you're like, it's going to be close. I don't know. And then, yep. Oh, and it goes to Matobe. But then Kasamatsu taking the leap to get it to him to do the dunk. Yep. Kaijou is tenacious. We're not done yet. It is a good game. Question. According to Haizaki, Himuro is a better fighter than he looks. How strong is Himuro really? Definitely in the top 5 of all the characters we've seen. Really? Himuro? I mean, Almine would be in the top 5 for sure. I don't know about Haizaki in comparison, but Aomine probably would be in the top 5. But Himuro, well, okay. I want like Alex to be up there too. She did nearly swipe a kick at him. Okay. And they're like, this is gonna be our real first time playing against Kaijou, because before they weren't like this, right? 59 to 57. I always did like this too, where Teppei was facing off against the center for Kaijou, and there was like having this grudge match like in the final hour. It was interesting. And then of course we have to get Hyuga and Teppei moments of them just bickering back and forth. And yeah, this is where they start to bicker back and forth like they did last year. And he's like, Iron Will. And he's like, stop calling me Iron Will. He's like, I don't like this, Hyuga. I love it. And then I love that Kagami goes, should we do something? And he's like, no, they'll figure it out. I love it. I love that Kagami's like, I'm all for proper communication, and this doesn't seem like appropriate communication. And Riko's just back there like, no, it's fine. We're all good. They've been like this for a while. Nice. Okay, he's like, are they really going to be okay? You got to trust me. It's like, this isn't weird for them. It's like they're the two pillars who brought the newly formed team as far as the finals league. We can count on them. Oh, I love it. I love the two of them. Their little grumpy faces back and forth. And Kagami's like their child that's like, are you okay, Mom and Dad? Are you okay, Dad and Dad, please? Of course I didn't forget. Yes. Oh, that looks so good with Teppei there. That dunk is so good. So clean. Yes. All right. Although that reporter shot there looks like it's the same one from the last volume. I'm like, Fujimaki, did you copy those? Did you just copy and... Did you use perfect copy on the reporters there? Did your assistants do that? It's all right. It's only like one shot. And yes, this is like our very first match against Kaijou as an official team. And then they heard the guys from the locker room or from the vending machines talking about how they just want a scrimmage. We've got to win the real deal. Again, they show these panels from like the practice game and stuff. And like, oh my God. Kasamatsu looks so different. It's insane to me, the amount of improvement that Fujimaki has made as the mangaka. It's kind of crazy, right? Absolutely insane. And then... Totally in sync, huh? Yeah. Oh, that's really cute. I like Kagami's face with Azuki, and Azuki kind of has the eyebrow raised. He's like, well, yeah, I mean, for them. And then Himuro's up here looking like... Himuro kind of looks like a dark-haired model like Kise. He looks like if Kise had dyed his hair black. Saying, Coach, you got to put me back in. Oh, yeah. And the coach is just wanting to do it so bad. He's like holding back as much as he can. And Kise's face there. Yep. Oh. Okay. Climax. Oh, they're already in the fourth quarter. The post-game meeting was long. We had a lot to go over. Okay. Interesting. The strongest school. Rakuzan. Of course, Mabuchi sits next to... oh, man! Akashi is sandwiched in between Mabuchi and Mayuzumi. How appropriate. How appropriate. That is a really nice drawing of Akashi. He looks really good there. He looks pretty good. All right. And then, yep, it's 69 to 59. Getting close down there, right? Simple yet elegant. I like Nabuya and Mabuchi both talking about things. And then Hayama comes in. He's like, what do you think, Akashi? Like, he's being so loud. It's great. Interesting. Taking into account the team's abilities, and given that Ryota must have about 2 minutes worth of his new move remaining. Okay. And of course, that's when they're like, oh, well, if we can get a 10-point lead, 5 more points, it's checkmate. It's like, never say that in this series. You can't do that. Nope. I have to. The ace has to keep looking forward. Oh. He's like, you're our ace, aren't you? It's the ace job to bring home a win for the team. But when we lose, that's not on you. That's the captain's job. Which again, that I will admit, that does put a lot of pressure on Akashi because he's the ace and the captain. So not only does he have pressure of bringing him the win, but he takes the responsibility for the loss. So I do acknowledge that. Like, that's a lot, because I think he's the only one of the generation that is the ace and the captain. So it is a lot. We'll give props to that. That would be really hard to do. And then the alley-oop. Yep. Oh, man. 77-62. I love that Kise wants to come in so bad. He's like, if I don't do this now, I'm not the ace and I'll regret it forever. Besides, I love this team too much. Oh, Kise! Yes, that shot of him. He looks so good with the jacket and everything. He looks so good there. Oh, and the coach is like, damn, yes, fine. But things will carry her on the bench again. And Kuroko's like, I gotta go in too. Yep. Uh-huh. He's already coming back. Oh my God, the final 4 minutes. Oh, it gets so close, right? Oh, look at them, the rivals. Look at them with the hair flipping in the same direction. Yes. And you know what's funny? With Almine coming in with Momoe here, Almine was the one that said they both had the similar look in their eyes when he was facing Kise. He says, you have the same look as Kuroko. And here you see they have the same look. Oh, poetry. Mwah, poetry. Quit pushing Satsuki. Oh my God, you're the one who said we didn't have to watch. I changed my mind. I want to see this match with my own eyes. I love how Almine's facial expressions have gotten. They're so good. Yep, here we are. Question. I want to know what sort of families each of the Generation of Miracles have. Akashi has a single father. Oh! A single father, Akashi. Kise, a father, mother, and 2 older sisters. So Kise is the youngest. Murasaki Bara, a father, mother, 3 older brothers, and 1 older sister. Oh, so Murasaki Bara is the youngest too. Momoe, a father and mother, so she's an only child. Almine, a father and mother, so he's an only child. Midorima, a father, mother, and 1 younger sister, so he's the eldest. He has older sibling vibes for sure. Kuroko, a father, mother, and a grandmother. So he's he is an only child. And Haizaki, a single mother, 1 older brother. Wow, okay, that says something for the dynamic. Interesting. So, interesting. People were telling me, did they lie? Back in the YouTube comments, there were people telling me that Akashi had siblings. And so I was constantly like, during the anime, and I thought it was a spoiler, so I was like, oh, don't tell me. And so then when I was in the anime, I was like, why is Akashi freaking out thinking he has to be perfect? He has other siblings, right? But apparently he doesn't. It's just his dad. A single father. Okay. I find it interesting that Midorima is the only elder sibling. Kise and Murasaki Bara being the younger siblings makes total sense. And Almine, Kuroko, Momoe, and Akashi being only children kind of makes sense as well. Interesting. Okay. 4 minutes left. Yeah, okay. And then, oh, yeah, ain't losing focus. Nice. All right. Kaijou is on the verge of unraveling. And here we go. Yep. I love Kasumatsu being like, all right, come on in. Oh, Kise. So when he walked right past Kagami. Yes. He isn't losing focus for a second. Yep, it's anybody's game. Oh, yes, I do remember this. That was a great moment. I'm the ace. I never want to lose again. Oh my gosh. Oh, and then we go into like the perfect copy. Almine and Akashi at the same time is ridiculous. Ridiculous. And I love that Almine and Akashi are both sitting there like, what? How dare you take our moves? Oh, damn. Like, over Tepe. Okay. Oh my god. Not backing down. Oh, the Ignite pass! That looks so good! Yes! Yes! And from the free throw line. Oh! Shit. He like come out of nowhere. He just came out of nowhere. It's like, that was so good. Okay. Oh. And he does the ignite pass as well. Oh my god. Yep, 66 to 77. I'm staking it all for how much time we have left. Oh my god, Kise looks so terrifying there. Yep. Okay, we're gonna lose unless we beat his perfect copy. Okay. Yeah, no, it's gonna be more than 2 minutes. Yeah, the lead we have isn't enough. Oh man, and he's just sweating bullets. But he's like, he's in like Oikawa mode where he's super focused. Yes. Oh, and this is where they say we can't afford a single screw up. And that's where Riko notices, and she's like, oh wait, that little moment there. And then all the passes and everything. Yeah, they start to get stressed out. And then that's when Riko's like, hold on, it's okay, don't freak out. All right, what is he thinking? Kurokochi. The old trick. But, oh, okay. And the eagle spear, yes. Oh, okay. Oh, but then Kise's face, he looks like Broly. He looks like Broly under there. What? Oh, and the pass from them. Yes, Kuroko's passing style. Doing the spiral to get over there to him. Oh my gosh, Takasamatsu. Oh. Yep. Oh my god. Oh my god, Kise, you monster. What the hell? Oh. An alley-oop. Kise can't be stopped. Nobody can stop me now. Oh my god, it's like he almost goes into like Akashi mode, right? Cutting the lead. Oof. Question. What is Alex's cup size? A G. Poor girl. I feel for her back. I really do. I really do. Oh my god. Okay. This time for sure. How can it be? Okay. Oh, the phantom shot and everything. They all start getting so nervous and everything because Kise's doing so well. But like, what was it that gets them back? And then the crowd cheering for Kaijou. That's what got me. I was like, no, they're cheering for Kaijou instead of Seiren. We're in the fight, like we're in the heels, and we're the heels in this fight. Yes, Kaijou's won over the crowd. It puts Seiren in a bad spot. Oh. An air ball from Hyuga. Yeah, the atmosphere is bad news. And she's like, yes, people's brains are not made to take negative orders. Orders like, don't you dare, be sure to avoid this. Yeah, we can't afford any screw-ups. Yeah, she's like, we're putting this negative mojo in there and we can't be doing it. Nope. I love it. She's like, we can't be having this negative energy, not in this sports anime. Hell no. And then Kagami, oh yeah, Kagami said sorry. He wasn't doing it on purpose. Oh, and everybody was booing and everything. But then Kagami, yes! Oh my gosh, how did I forget this? No! It's like, I don't care about heels or heroes. Only crap like that decides the outcome in fairy tales. This is our play, and we're writing the script. Oh my god, yes! Oh, I forgot that he said that corny, cheesy line. Kagami. That was so lame. Oh! Good job uttering those lines, lame as they were. Oh, what? You're one to talk. I'm your shadow. Our play, huh? Don't repeat it. How many screenplays have you written, Kagami? No, you pipe down. Oh, and then Riko's like, never mind. We're back. We're good. Oh, I forgot that. I forgot that they had that moment. Let's have fun with this. And then Teppei's like, that's my line. Okay. There's a way to break the perfect copy. No, what? That's the end of the volume? No. Oh, why do you do this series? I get invested in these games and you don't finish them in the volume. You make me go to the next volume. Why? Damn it. I'm glad that Kagami got his playwright line. I forgot about that. That's one of my favorite Kagami moments too. That's, aw. Yep, okay. A side story. One day back in middle school, I acquired a taste for mineral water. How weird. Oh, I say, it was some information in the fan book that made them really mad. Oh, the character Bible. That's the one that Anime Annie is currently translating. Ah. I back a wired waste for mini rail water. What? Huh. Muddy and what is happening? What is this side story? Interesting. Wow. So that's the volume. Man, interesting. I really liked this volume a lot. I forget the Kaijou game. There, as it was going on, like the moments with Hyuga and Teppei arguing, and the moment of Furihara coming in, and the perfect copy, and Kise getting taken out, and then the moment where him and Kasamatsu met, and Kagami as the playwright, and Almini and them showing up, like, and the fate talk and everything. Like, I felt like all of those individual moments, as soon as they were happening, I was like, oh yeah, I remember that now. But as a whole, this game is honestly the most forgetful of the whole series for me. And like I told y'all, I think it's just because Kise and the perfect copy, it's like we've already had a game against Kaijou and Seiren once, even though it was a practice game, and we've already had Kise use perfect copy against another team. So against Haizaki's team. So it's like this game all feels like a conglomeration of different things that have already happened, even though they haven't happened, except in this game, if that makes sense. So, but the artwork, oh my god, like Fujimaki, the artwork looked amazing. It looked so good. They all looked wonderful, especially when you compare them to the manga panels from before. But I was floored. The artwork is so good, but man, 23 and 24 is next. So, about that. I can't believe that. I was really convinced they would finish the Kaijou game this volume, but they didn't. We still got like 2 minutes left. So interesting. I will probably see what y'all's comments are before diving into the next volume set. But with that being said, I really hope you enjoyed this reaction and discussion. I'm very excited to get into the next volume. Should be a lot of fun. But in the meantime, I hope y'all have a wonderful week. Please stay safe, take care, and yeah, I'll be back very soon with more of Kuroko's basketball. Bye!